Hey, YouTube family and GN subs, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a wonderful week. This week I have a wonderful video that's very unique. You probably haven't heard much about this, but I'm going to bring it to you because that's what I do. I bring you good news. I'm going to talk about state benefits for immigrants in general, both legal and undocumented. So certain states have certain benefits for undocumented as well as immigrants that are very, very important. When you're considering moving to the US or you're here and you're considering what state you live in, I'm telling you, very, very important. I'm going to give you some concrete examples, of, certain states where there are rights they're trying to get rid of you. Other states they're welcoming. It could have a big impact on you and your family. You can get me at hrg@graylaw.com. That's the only place you can get me. We have a lot to unpack, so let's get at it. So, California versus Florida. You want beaches, right? So you come to Cali. As an immigrant, you have tons of rights. We're going to go through some of these. If you go to Florida, you got this Governor DeSantis, man, he wants to get rid of all immigrants, legal and undocumented. So makes a huge difference. Let's go through some of these so I can give you specific examples of what's happening. Because I'm the good news guy, I'm going to give you what's happening in California, New York. Let's go through these, okay? So here in California, there's something called the Home Act. I put a link in the description box below. You can check it out. Here's what happens. Generally, when you are convicted of a crime, you serve your time. Now, this is for all immigrants. This is for people with green cards. This is for people, who are here legally on certain types of visas and for undocumented. When you've been convicted of a crime, you generally serve time in state prison or state jail. Once you've served your time, you are then released to ICE for potential deportation. You may not be deportable, as I'll give you an example. However, you are given directly to ICE, all right? With ICE, usually in the incarceration section of ICE, worse than state prisons, worse than state jails, all right? So you're stuck there, and often because it takes time, the courts are crowded, it takes so much time. You're often incarcerated by ICE for a long time before you can post bail or before you can get out. Now, folks, this is even if you're not removed. So what the Home Act proposes in California is that when you're done doing your state time, you are not released to ICE unless it's like an aggravated felon, unless it's a very serious crime. There was a case, give you an example, it was the Castaneda case where this female was driving a car, someone in her car shot and killed someone. The person who shot and killed someone escaped. She was convicted for 40 years for that murder, second-degree murder. The state overturned her conviction because it was unreasonable. So they overturned her conviction. They shipped her to ICE. She stayed in custody in ICE for 3 years before a judge determined she was not removable. She was not deportable, all right? So that's an example where it's not fair, and California has done something about it. The Home Act, folks, see if there's legislation in your state that addresses this, okay? All right, let's go to New York. New York has a pro bono legal assistance program for all immigrants. I'm going to give you a link in the description box below. If you live in New York, go to this section. It helps with immigration. It helps with representation in front of the immigration courts. It provides unlimited immigration information. It is a wonderful tool to get free legal representation from attorneys, from reputable attorneys. It's wonderful what New York is doing in that vein, helping out to those who need. All right, let's go back to Cali. We've had an unprecedented year of rain. It's been raining nonstop. I've never, ever seen it like this, folks, and I grew up here. I grew up in California. There have been floods. Immigrants that own homes have been devastated. I mean, homes have been floating away in rivers. Homes have been sliding down hills because of the mud. It's been horrific. immigrants can get help from FEMA. This is a federal assistance where they can provide you with money to help you out in these circumstances, in these situations. I put a link in the description box below for individual assistance from FEMA. You live in Cali. Actually, if you live in any state, you should be able, if, tornadoes have been happening, in Kansas all the way through the Tornado Alley, Florida, on the East Coast, devastating hurricanes, etc. You're able to get federal assistance. This is a great, great tool for immigrants to be able to check in, even if you're undocumented. Go to this link, get assistance federally. Wonderful stuff, folks. Back to New York. Healthcare for immigrants, folks. Very, very expensive to buy medical insurance. Some companies don't even offer medical insurance for undocumented. Medicaid is a state insurance program funded by the state, right? Available for immigrants. If you're over 65 and you make less than $18,574, you qualify for medical insurance under Medicaid. You can get medical help. Look, this is the right thing to do. It's medical insurance for the poor. What's happening now? Generally, the poor go to ER. That costs the state much more money than it does under this program. Hey, New York is stepping up. Medicaid for immigrants. Again, look in your state, see if it's available. You'd be surprised at how much help is available, okay? Last but not least, let's go back to Cali. Talked a lot about this UNT visa. I love this stuff. I'm going to do a video on it coming up really, really soon here. So UNT visa, basically, if you have filed for your U or your T visa in California, you cannot be deported. You can't be removed from the U.S. It shields you from deportation. That's called the Immigrants' Rights Act. All right. All right, YouTube family and GN subs, thank you so much for watching GrayLaw TV. Go to my playlist. Wonderful stuff there for free. Check it out. Browse around. Hey, hit me up on the comments, right? Leave a question in the comment section. If you are a GN sub, I answer them. I answer all of them. You guys know me very well. I answer. So, hey, click below, like and subscribe. Send your question via comment. You can get me always at hrg@graylaw.com. That is the only place you can get me. All right, we'll see you next time.